Our viewers, our listeners, and across the board, what we hear from progressives is they want to know what they can do right now. They're looking for some message of hope or some message, some direction, and how to survive the next 4 years under Donald Trump. What is your message to progressives who might just feel totally disgusted or disillusioned with politics today?
Well, that's not a good enough answer. My first response, Bill, would be just that, because I've heard that saying, "Oh, I'm disgusted, I'm disillusioned." Well, you know what? You don't have the right to hold that view, because the stakes are too great. We're fighting. I've got 7 grandchildren. You got some grandchildren?
5.
All right. We're fighting for those children. We're fighting for the future of the planet. We're fighting for the elderly. We're fighting for disabled veterans. We're fighting for working people. And it is not acceptable. It is not appropriate for people to say, "Oh, I'm just disgusted. I'm out of it." Because if you're out of it, then it is more likely that the right wing agenda will prevail. So you got to get into it. Now, what role do you play? Well, there are a lot of things that we can do right now. The immediate fight we are engaged in, and people can do it, can get engaged in this fight, is to say to the Republicans, you live in a district, we have a Republican who voted for a repeal of the Affordable Care Act. You say, fine, Mr. Republican, what's your view to improve that act? All right, you think deductibles are too high? I agree with you. What's your plan to lower deductibles? What's your plan to have the United States join every other major country on earth and guarantee health care to all people? What's your plan to lower the cost of prescription drugs? Get involved, engage. There are elections coming up in 2017 in a number of states around this country. But it's not only electoral politics. There are a lot of ways that people can get involved. There are many fights out there. Right now, as I mentioned, I am very worried about Trump's views and appointments regarding climate change. All right? We cannot allow them to continue to support the fossil fuel industry. So back in your own state, work with your state government. For example, in New York State now, on another issue. All right, another issue out there is the fact that we got hundreds of thousands of bright young people can't afford to go to college. A lot of people are leaving school deeply in debt. Well, you know what? That issue of making public colleges and universities tuition free that I raised during my presidential campaign is beginning to resonate. Talk to your governor if you live in Oklahoma, if you live in Mississippi. Tell them you don't think you should be graduating college $50,000 in debt. Mobilize people. The bottom line in all of this, Bill, is we have been led, the media does this, the establishment does it. They tell the American people in so many words, you're powerless, nothing you can do. Oh yeah, you could vote for president every 4 years, but maybe even not. But the truth is that if people stand up and fight back, they are powerful. What Republicans hope is they can push through ugly legislation, destructive legislation, and nobody will notice. Our job is to make sure that people do notice. And if they fight back, I think we can win some major battles.
Senator Bernie Sanders, so from one young Turk to another, we thank you for your time today, Senator, and your leadership on so many issues. Thank you.
Thank you so much.